Bethlehem district, but we have been restricted to what's within the wall, which you see running there between us and the lands of Bethlehem that was annexed to Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in the distance. You can see those buildings, the most distant buildings. But here's a settlement called Har Homa, right here on the right. Then you have other settlements, including Givat Hamatos over there. And then you have Gilo over there. And then this hill here, where you see the
crane?
Well, that's Gilo. And then there's a valley with a bridge, that's a settler road.
Okay.
That's for settlers only. And then on this hill on top you see those towers, watchtowers. That's part of another settlement called Har Gilo. And then there's another watchtower on top of that hill that's part of the Gush Etzion complex of settlements. Down there is another watchtower which is part of another settlement complex. Basically the whole Bethlehem district is now controlled by settlements, and we are squeezed into this small area. Now if you look within the wall, you can see also how the idea of maximum geography with minimum demography is. That Israel wants a maximum land for the Jewish state with the minimum number of Palestinians that come with the state. So the wall comes very close to the built-up Palestinian areas, captures all the olive trees of Palestinians on the other side of the wall, right?
So Ida refugee camp down
So there are, from here you see two refugee camps. The one with the mosque next to the wall, distant one, is Aida refugee camp with a dense cluster of buildings that are grayish. And closer here there's another mosque, you see it, with also a dense cluster of buildings. This is Azza refugee camp. So that's Azza with its mosque and Aida with its mosque. And then Haisha would be on the other side here, which is not visible from us. But those are the three refugee camps in Bethlehem. That town is Beit Jala, with the churches there in the center, up the hill, that road goes up the hill to Beit Jala. Beit Jala is actually the town that St. Nicholas used to live in. So it's Santa Claus used to live here. And we are in Bethlehem, of course, and my village is Beit Sahur, which is just down the hill. When I was growing up here as a young man your age, this was mostly empty land between Bethlehem and Beit Jala. Now, of course, because Palestinians, because of the refugees, 45,000, were brought here from the ethnically cleansed villages and towns, were brought here, become very crowded, and also because we're not allowed now to use the 87%, which is the district land that's now controlled by all these settlements. So we cannot sprawl outside if you want, so we sprawl inside. So that's why it's so crowded within Bethlehem. This is an